Okay guys, you remember the little 77 Camaro that we were doing? Customer, my neighbor down the road, brought it into me. Paul, he's an awesome guy. He actually raises cattle for a living, so if you're out here in Chilliwack, he's probably got some of the best steaks around. Anyway, he brought this car in. He'd bought it brand new. He had it repainted once in its life, and other than that, that's it. And Paul drives his stuff, and I mean he drives it. If it's raining, he's out in it. If it's snowing, he's out in it. He's my kind of guy. We did a complete frame-off restoration on this car. You remember this car. It was rotten. All I saved was probably the dash and the top of the roof. But with that being said, even though we did a frame-off, he said to me, I don't want to build no $80,000, $100,000 car, Rick. I just want you to make it like it would have looked from the factory. And he goes, I know that cars in the factory got factory flaws, which thank God for you, Paul. Because I don't know how many other anal idiots I got to deal with that don't get that cars weren't perfect from the factory. And then they want them perfect, but they only want to pay the small budget. Yeah, so thank God for Paul. Double thumbs up for Paul. But the car is done. It is finished. Those of you that are new subscribers, look back at my videos for 1977 Camaro and you will see. So here it is. We put it all back original. We did use some of the original. We used all the original interior and bumpers. Like I say, Paul's not a show car guy. He drives them. He doesn't even go to car shows. It doesn't interest him. Who gives a shit? So anyway, here she is. Let's take a look at her. And that's it. Here we go. This is the original color for the car. Give me 1 second here, guys. I'm solo today. No camera crew. I will open the hood up for you. Alrighty. Yes, it is a 6-cylinder. It is a 256 cylinder. See how the firewall is kind of rough looking? It's got that black on there. That's how it was from factory, and I asked Paul, what do you want to do with that? Because for me, I would have liked to clean the firewall up and paint it body color, but he was like, no, that's how it was, Rick. Leave it alone. I don't open the hood for anyone. He goes, I open the hood to check the oil. Give it a tune-up. I like this guy. He is just tickled pink with this car. Kept the hood, the original satin black underneath. So it's all looking good there. Close that down for you. There are some pieces of chrome we did replace. Obviously rocker panel moldings. Chrome around the windshield and the back window. Interior is all original, untouched except for the carpeting. So it's got a couple little snags and tears here and there. Now we're still waiting on a stereo to put in it, and we're waiting on the speakers for the front. I know some guys don't like that he had cut the speakers in there, but that's just how it was back in the day. He did that, so it is what it is. He's happy with it. But the interior, all the seats, door panels, everything you see, even the headliner, it is all original. Dash is original. And trust me, this car was rotten when it came in. I mean, I did floorboards. I did the rear subframe rails, which you could buy. The front ones you cannot. I made those. Trunk pans I did. Full quarters I did, butt welded on. Door skins. We put door skins on the doors. Had the doors. The whole car was stripped to metal, obviously. There we go. Door skins. Front fenders are new. Hood's original. Yeah. Let's get the key here and we'll open the trunk up for you guys. Here, let's take a walk around the shop while we find the key. Okay. Let's take a look at this. And this is not wet sanded or polished. Most of my customers don't want that. because my customers drive their cars. They don't fucking go to car shows and sit around wasting their time. Trunk's all nicely painted. Split tire. Got the mat in there. We did have all the rims blasted, painted the rims to match. So that's what's going on there. So that is it, guys. Looks pretty damn straight if you're looking down the side, I think. The lines and gaps are pretty good. I didn't close this door up here, obviously. New rubbers, things are always harder when you get new rubbers in there, especially in the winter and the fall. There we go. That's better. But that's it. The Camaro's done. It's on his way. Paul's going to come and pick it up. And look at the weather outside today. It's pissing down rain. And the car is absolutely spotless underneath it, and he's going to come pick it up today, and he's going to drive it home, and he's going to drive it all weekend. That's what it's all about. That is what it's about. I love this guy. He says, let's do the next one. So who knows if Paul what the next one will be. But I'm certain there will be something. He's got a Mustang too. I think he's got a 68 Mustang ragtop. Drives that all year round. He doesn't drive it in the snow, but he'll be out on a day like today driving it around. Some of you guys will say, what a waste of time, what a waste of car, whatever, to drive something like that around and ruin it in the weather. No, you're just ruining it by leaving it sit in the garage and do nothing with it. How do you ever enjoy it if it just sits there? Unless you're just one of those guys. What do they call those guys? You know what they call those guys, Elise?
Gold chainers!
That's right, gold chainers. And we're starting to get a few gold chainers around here, and you know what? We don't want them. Fuck off. If you don't drive it, don't bother coming to me. Well, that's it. Hey, it's always a good time at Old Time. The 77 is done. It looks awesome. We're happy. Paul's in love with it. So, we will see you on the next one, guys.